Alright. Genesis chapter 20. Abraham and Abimelech. Now Abraham moved on from there into the region of the Negev, and lived between Kadesh and Shur. For a while he stayed at Gerar. And there Abraham said of his wife Sarah, "She is my sister." The Abraham king of Gerar sent Sarah and took her. But God came to Abimelech, and I'm going to spell it for you, but I'm going to pronounce it wrong every time. The spelling is Abimelech, in a dream one night, and said to him, "You are as good as dead, because of the woman you have taken. She is a married woman." Now Abimelech had not gone near her. So he said, "Lord, will you destroy an innocent nation? Did he not say to me?" And in this book it refers to a man as a nation. And that's somewhat true, but only if you make do more than just make a family and buy a house and get a job. You're not a nation if that's all you do. Did he not say to me, "She is my sister," and didn't she alone say, "He is my brother"? I have done this with a clear conscience and clean hands. Then God said to him in a dream, "Yes, I know you did this with a clear conscience, and so I have kept you from sinning against me. That is why I did not let you touch her. Now return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you will live. But if you do not return her, you may be sure that you and all yours will die." It sounds like God isn't necessarily a man in the sky, but like an organization of ninjas that just sneaks in the night and tells people things. Or maybe like they're taking drugs and realizing things like, "Oh my God, that wasn't his sister." Like when he was tripping, he like it blew his mind. Like, you know what I mean? Early the next morning, Abimelech summoned all his officials, and when he told them all that had happened, they were very much afraid. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said, "What have you done to us? How have I wronged you that you have brought such great guilt upon me and my kingdom? You have done things to me that should not be done." And Abimelech asked Abraham, "What was your reason for doing this?" Abraham replied, "I said to myself, there is surely no fear of God in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife. Besides, she really is my sister, the daughter of my father, though not of my mother. She became my wife, and when God had me wander from my father's household, I said to her, 'This is how you can show your love to me. Everywhere we go, say of me, he is my brother.'" Then Abimelech brought sheep and cattle and male and female slaves and gave them to Abraham. I'm going to stop here real quick. I feel as if a lot of the time in the past, when people say God, they just mean the voice in their head. Like when you're like, should I go to this today? Yeah. I think back in the day they thought that was God. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes like reading the Bible, it's like you can see that that's all it was. But anyway, then Abraham brought sheep and cattle and male and female slaves and gave them to Abraham. And he returned to Sarah and his wife to him. And Abraham said, "My land is before you. Live wherever you like." To Sarah he said, "I am giving you your brother 1,000 shekels of silver. This is to cover the offenses against you before all who are with you. You are completely vindicated." Then Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, his wife, and his slave girls, so they could have children again. For the Lord had closed up every womb of Abimelech's household because of Abraham's wife Sarah. And that is the end of chapter 20.